We're back here at the Dryden Police Awards. We've seen kind of the awards for long service and whatnot, but now we've got a special award. I've got Constable Terry Menard, and he received, I gotta look at my sheet here, he received the Ontario Woman in Law Enforcement Certificate of Recognition. So from what I understand, this was in regards to an incident that happened last fall. So Terry, if you can just tell me a bit about the incident and how you played a part in it.
Well, I was working on shift with Constable John Allen, and we received a call to the Wabagoon River, right next to the lodge, that there was two individuals in the water. Constable Allen and I responded, and when we arrived on scene, Constable Denise Datry was off duty at the time, but she observed two people in the water, and she told us about it. And as we arrived, the people in the water, they saw the cruiser, so they immediately started to swim further away from us. We tried to coax them back to shore. They weren't responding to us. They weren't listening. They just continued to go deeper in the water. Unfortunately, once they got to a certain point, what happened was the female at the time, she went so far she got really fatigued. She fell in the water. She kept going under and coming back up. And at that point in time, we had to make a decision. We were going to go in and assist these individuals, or basically going to sit there and watch him die. We didn't want to watch him die. We didn't want to live with that. We jumped in the water and we swam out to them to help rescue them.
And obviously, you were off duty at the time, right?
No, I was on duty at that point in time. Constable Datry was off duty at the time.
Okay, but still, incredible effort of bravery. And obviously, I heard that you kind of had a bit of health issues because your temperature was dropping. So I'm sure that was a bit alarming as well.
Well, it was a long swim from one side to the next. And although we took our vest off and our gun belt off, our boots were really heavy. And, it was a long swim. Like, the water was really cold. And it made you wonder how they were able to do it, swimming in the water for that long as they were. It was a challenge. The water was really cold, but no, we pulled it off and we were able to make the rescue. And at the end of the day, that was our goal, and we accomplished it. It was cold, and you know what? You don't think of anything else when you're in those situations. It doesn't matter who it is that's in the water. You just want to go and you really want to assist, and you want to help, and you want to rescue.
Now, I understand that 3 citizens also nearby were helping. So what was it like to, see these people who probably didn't even know the people in the water coming to your guys' aid and helping with the situation?
Those individuals were huge. Before we went in the water, we didn't have any floating devices with us. And I've seen plenty of movies where people have been drowning. We've seen it in our training. When people are drowning and they're fighting for their lives, they fight and they want to grab on, they want to hold you down. And that was a concern prior to going in the water for going out there. Well, these individuals came with floating devices and they gave it to us, and we're able to swim out to them. These floating devices where we would have been able to give into them, and so they can float and maybe not have them latch onto us to pull us down underneath with them. So that was huge, and it made us feel a lot better going in the water and having these floating devices with us.
Wow, so talk about, kind of how police and the public work together. If it weren't for the officers and the 3 civilians, you never know what could have happened. So I'd like to thank Terry for sharing his story here. And speaking of citizens, we're going to go talk to some people who attended the Citizens Police Academy and see how they felt about it. We'll be right back.